to go low with false chord screams. Do you have trouble when you try to go low with your false chords? Does your scream sound breathy? Do you get tired? Does it feel scratchy and tickly? If so, you're not alone. I've helped over 2,000 people learn to scream, and this is one of the most common problems they deal with. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to go low with your false chord scream so you can finally get that heavy and powerful sound you've always wanted. So the way you go low with false chord screams is to first understand the right way to false chord scream. Step 1, don't open up. So a lot of people try to false chord scream by opening up their throat. And this is what I did for 4 to 5 years. I went to many different teachers and watched every YouTube video. And most people said that to do a false chord scream, I had to do a deep, wide open sigh. And although that seems like the right way to do it, there's a huge problem. When you're open like this, you're gonna run out of air, like a balloon with a big hole in it. So to fix this problem, you actually need to tighten up your throat so you don't run out of air. And to do this, I suggest holding the vibrations of the scream, not in your throat down here where it's easy to accidentally open up, but up here in your nose area. When you place the distortion up here, it lets you squeeze tightly. So instead of sounding down here, I'm wide open, I'm more closed up here. And so here's the thing, as we go on to the next steps of this training, you're gonna be tempted to once again bring the vibrations down to your throat as low as you can to get more of a low scream. But you have to fight that feeling because remember, the lower you bring the vibrations, the more it will naturally open you up and you'll lose air. So for the rest of the steps, remember to try and keep things in your nose and tight up here so you don't lose air. And by the way, if you need extra help to do that step I just told you or anything else in this video, I made a video that goes deeper into false chord and fry screams to help you out. And you can get that for free by clicking the link in the description. And it'll also show you how to book a free one-on-one with me if you need more personal help. So check out that link if you're interested. So back to the video. Okay, so the interesting thing about the next few steps is that going lower with false chords is not about doing one trick and then all of a sudden getting low. It's actually about stacking several things together, and each of these steps makes you go lower by like 20%. So we want to incrementally stack all these things to get lower and lower. Okay, so one thing you can do to start to get your sound lower is to lower your voice box. Your voice box is what some people call your Adam's apple or your larynx. It's the thing that sticks out from your neck, and for some people, this protrudes more than others. Now, the reason why we do this is that by lowering your Adam's apple / larynx, it makes a little bit more space in your throat. And when there is more space in your throat, the pitch will start to sound lower. Now, when you're holding the distortion in your nose area, you won't be able to lower the voice box as much as you would without the nose placement, but this will help you take the tone and start to go a little deeper. Okay, so the next step. So let's move on to the next thing that will get you to sound even lower. So to get even lower, you want to muffle the tone to make it sound darker. And when you do this, you'll get rid of the higher frequencies of your scream and let the bass frequencies of your scream become louder, the lower, boomier frequencies. And one of the best ways to get this muffling effect is to play with your tongue shape to try and cover the path of air. So to do this, you can curl your tongue upwards like this. Okay, let's move on to the next step. So if you want, you can muffle it even more by closing your mouth more. Ow. And then when you do it right, it should sound even more bass heavy. Okay, so let's review, and then I'm gonna demonstrate me doing it just so you can kind of hear how it all comes together. So to do low false chord screams, you first need to make sure that you aren't open, or else you'll run out of air and the tone won't sound as distorted. You can fix all this by tightening up your nose area and placing the vibrations up here. And that will allow you to tighten up more so you don't run out of air and you get a better tone. Next, we want to stack together the following tricks to get you lower and lower and lower. So the first thing we want to do is, while we keep the distortion up here, we want to create more space in your throat by lowering your Adam's apple. Then after that, you want to muffle the tone to make the bass sounds of your scream louder and make the higher frequencies of your scream quieter. And we can muffle this tone using your tongue, and then we can muffle it again using your mouth being closed. So putting it all together, it'll sound like this. And remember, you want to do all this without letting go of that nose tightness, or else you'll open up and run out of air. Okay, so now there are many different styles of going low with your false chords, but this one's really good if you just want to sound mean. But if you want to get some different types of low sounds like these, then remember to check out the video I made that goes deeper into different types of screams. And you can get that for free by clicking the link in the description. On top of that, it'll show you the anatomy of how these screams work, so that if any one particular approach doesn't work for you, then you can kind of actually understand what physically needs to happen in order to get it to work, and then things will come a lot easier. So check that out, and good luck screaming. Okay, so now you know how to go super low with your false chords. What if you want to do fry screams and get more melodic screaming? Yay! Yay! Crawling in my skin! If that interests you, then check out this video right here.